Okay, this is Nilo, beautiful black and white female. She she said, "I kind of like you." I love you,
Always with
Charla.
cats, let them smell your hand first, not here, but just, don't touch them until they have sniffed you and invited you. If they pull back and look at your hand, then don't touch them because they're telling you no, in their subtle way. So you can see this pretty little girl, she's about 5. They live a long time. Cats can live to be 20, 21. So, 5 years old is just getting started. But you'll see her ear here is cut flat, and that means that somebody was keeping her outside, and when they had her spayed, they clipped her ear so that everybody would know that she was spayed, and they would leave her alone. But they still brought her in here. So
Her A number is 2038716. So far, she seems like a perfectly wonderful cat, very affectionate, loves the attention. She's 5 years old. She's young for a cat.
And some people might think because she has the clipped ear that she is feral. This cat has never been feral. This cat is a domestic, loving sweetheart.
We're looking at a 2-month-old female, Sahara. I love the name. Her A number is 2038512. I'm curious, Charla, if you took home this young a cat, would you want to have somebody else for her to play with?
Absolutely. I would probably look for somebody either her age or a little bit older, but not too old, so that it's still a playful, energetic kitty. She is going to be the boss of the house because she is a tortoiseshell, and they always are the boss. So maybe a nice red male, like even the one that we first met, Pumpkin.
Right.
Somebody like him would probably be fine. You don't have to have another tiny kitten, but it's so much fun to watch them. You end up shutting off your TV and just watching the kittens.
So if you don't already have a cat, please think about when you take a kitten home, maybe a cat under a year. It would really be wonderful for you and for the cat to have a friend to play with, and you would probably appreciate it because they'd entertain each other.
One thing to always think about is you notice she is playing, but she's not that interested in me touching her right now because she's interested in playing. That's her goal. She hasn't settled down yet. So people get these guys for their small kids, and the kids end up scratched and bit, and then they're turned in because they've scratched and bit. Well, they're a kitten, and they don't want to be held down. So, if your smaller child wants a cat, get them an adult cat that likes them. But pick a cat that goes to them.
Okay. All good information. People really listen to this and take it in. This is Morticia, another black and white who's a little bit more shy than the other one. Her A number, 2029067. She's only a year old. Do you think that makes a difference, Charlotte?
That's a fabulous age. Actually, with cats, if you just look at your lifestyle, cats can fit in anywhere. So, if they're really active, get them a friend. If they're not, and like this girl would probably be fine on her own, and she's a little shyer. She's afraid of the light right now, so that's why she's not coming up. But you can see she's doing happy hands. She wants to come over and appease us. So, she's going to be a friendly girl. She just is going to be one that's not going to bound up to you maybe and take a little bit of cajoling. But she'll be fine when she settles.
She did have an owner who was unfortunately not able to keep her.
And that's harder. That's harder.
Okay.
They know what they've lost. They're in this scary place with all these smells and all the different movements and noises and dogs. And, when they've been out on the street, they're used to noises. When they've been in somebody's house, they're not. Okay. So it really, those cats are, and that's the reason why she's acting so shy.
So this is Morticia, which I really like the name.
That's a great name.
Her A number is 2029067. Again, like we said about the dogs, take the information from the volunteers and the people who work here about the right home and give the animal a chance. Like Charlotte says about Morticia, she will come around. She's being in a home. This is Champagne, A203-7966. Charlotte has some observations about Champagne.
So this little sweetheart was playing with everybody up here. He was reaching his paw up, her paw up, and playing with them. So she really wants a buddy and would be a good cat for another cat that wanted a friend. But you can see she's afraid of me. But that, that will come. It just takes a little bit of time to get them used to. And we have the lights and stuff. But she's very playful. What a pretty cat. And look at the nice fluffy tail. So she's a medium hair. And with medium hairs, what do we got to do with medium hairs?
Groom.
We've got to brush them. So medium to long, you would definitely want to do a little bit of light brushing. And, you can find a nice kitty universal brush at any pet store. And these toys, they're real expensive toys here. We're just using some of the cigar pipe cleaners, and you just twist them around your finger. But here at the shelter, things get thrown away and get dirty very quickly. So we use the stuff that's easy and inexpensive.
So, as Charlotte mentioned, medium long hair. One of the things I've heard about cats is that grooming them also encourages them to bond with you.
It can.
Okay.
It can. But you want to make it a fun thing, and you're not forcing it on the cat.
Gotcha.
So, you can put some good catnip. You can spray it on the brush. You can just put it on, the actual leaves on the brush and let the cat rub the brush itself and not force that brush on the cat.
So Charlotte's been giving us some great tips on cat behavior and cat, not obedience necessarily, but things you need to know about cats, like you need to know about dogs, like you need to know about any animal that you take into your home. You want it to be a successful adoption, and this one is maybe for you. This is Champagne, a female. She's about 2 years old. And she said, I think I'm just going to hide from that cameraman guy because I can. Her A number, 203-7966. A playful cat, as Charlotte said, with maybe another cat. So if you've got a cat at home, do a smart introduction, and you could have best buds for the rest of their lives.
Takes time. You can't take a cat and put it in front of another cat and think that they're going to play. Cats have to get used to the new smell.
Like we do as people. We don't engage immediately with somebody else. We have to get to know them. Another kitten, Penelope. She is already sterilized. She is ready to go home. Her A number, 204-3370. Seems pretty friendly to me, Charla.
So this is a really nice little mackerel tabby. You can see she's got speckles, and her stripes go around her body, not in a swirl. The swirl is a classic tabby. And she is just completely so sweet. I mean, what a gush. This is going to make a good pet for anyone. And, but kitties are playful. So remember, you want to get that nice drag toy so you can run them around the house before you go to bed so they're tired, and stuff like that, because, they're babies and they want to play.
And they'll play during the night if they're not tired.
Yes, they will. Or they play the foot game. How many of us have had our feet chewed on because the kittens are chasing our toes? So, you want to give them something to do before you go to bed, and then they can sleep mostly through the night. But what a nice kitten. She was soliciting to play with the cat below her and the cat next to her and me. So she's all around. She's just social with everyone.
And that's important. If what you want is a social animal, then this is all good information. It's Penelope at West Valley, 204-3370. You want a cat to move in with maybe a little less time to acclimate? It may be Penelope.
Yeah. And, if you have younger kids, you get one of those nice drag toys and you have the kid run around the house with it dragging, and the kitten chases it, and the kids having fun, and the kittens having fun, and pretty soon both of them are asleep.
Great idea. You want your kid to go to sleep and the kitten? This is what you do. You get yourself a drag toy. This is Juliet, and as we walked up to Juliet, Charlotte said, this is a classic Tabby. Let me give you her A number first, 204-2137, likes attention.
So see this swirl? That's the classic Tabby. And she still has speckles, but she has that it's a target on her side.
She's about a year old. She came in as a stray.
Yeah, and she's starting to warm up. She doesn't want me to pick her up, or I would have picked her up like I did the kitten. But she's just coming over. She's going to, these guys, you take them home and you put them in the bathroom and you bring toys in and you play with them. And you do that for, until the cat comes up to you when you walk in. When you walk in, if you can just walk in and lean down and pick up the cat, it's ready for the whole house. Because now it's adapted to you and it's not going to run and hide. If it has been hiding for, a month, then maybe you want to just do another room, a bigger room. But these guys, this cat would warm up so quickly and just adapt to a house very quickly.
And at a year old, it's still a kitten. It will still be running around, but maybe not quite as much as like a 3-4 month old.
Well, it's going to have more self-control. I won't say it won't be just as active, but it'll have a little more self-control than a baby kitten. And they know how their nails work and stuff by that age.
Okay, so we've shown you just a nice variety of colors, shapes, sizes, sexes, and they have more.
All right, we're going to be talking about rabbits and guinea pigs, and as you can see, we have a lot. We've got about 20 guinea pigs here and about 70 rabbits, and that is 20 and 70 too many. And this is at all of the shelters, right, Charla?
It's all of the shelters. All the shelters are bursting at the seam because people went and got these little animals, during COVID, and then, now they don't have time with the kids.
So let's talk about guinea pigs.
Guinea pigs can be a great, first pet. And, the thing is that you want to get one from a shelter and don't go and buy one.
And what if they are together like these two? Would we prefer them or do they need to go together?
They do. Guinea pigs, rabbits, and your rats all bond. So you don't want to split them up. They will grieve for their mates.
Okay, and we also do sterilizations of rabbits and guinea pigs at the shelter, so...
Of rabbits, not
guinea pigs.
You can find some vets that will do guinea pigs, but they're not very many.
Okay, well, that's good to know. So obviously, if they're guineas, it's going to be either 2 females or 2 males together. All right, and here are rabbits. Let's talk about rabbits really quick, Charla.
Again, rabbits can be a pet just like a cat. You can start them in a puppy pen and you can get them to where they use a litter pan. All of ours have litter pans, and they can be just like a kitty cat romping around your house.
So if you're interested in seeing the rabbits and guinea pigs, go to the website laanimalservices.com, and you can click on rabbits and see all of the rabbits and guinea pigs and all of the other animals that we have here up for adoption. So again, please adopt and don't shop. Spay and neuter, it's the law. But again, adopting from the shelter, all the animals are going to come sterilized, microchipped, and ready to go home and live with you. If you can't have a pet, foster or come and volunteer. We need volunteers at all of the shelters, and it's so rewarding to be able to take care of these guys and learn about them and to be able to talk to the public and help them when they're coming in to adopt. So that's it for our show today. Thanks for joining us. Take care.